Hey, if you enjoy what I'm doing, drop a like, sub, comment, bell, all the good YouTube stuff. And let's get into the video. It is time. Big Ushi time. This is a servant I have been waiting to get my hands on for a long time, and I am still salty that last year when I summoned for her, I got spooked by Jinako. Yeah, I still need to let that sink in. Okay, so first off, despite this looking really nice, this is definitely my favorite ascension. I love how kitted out she is in samurai armor. Love it. Base attack 12.7k. In the Needle Chris video, Needle Chris Alter, I said like they have like lower attacks, or more specifically, she had lower attacks for an Avenger, and Taira only has like 100 more. 12.6k being the low end of 5 stars for that class is still higher than like most servants in the game. Like 12, if you're above 12.5k, you are eating so good when it comes to like how well you work with attack buffs and just like multiplicative buffs in general. Because like attack, like base attack is something you have to invest. It's not something that can like keep going. There's only so much you can do, while like other buffs types you can like stack really as much as you can, depending on, especially like in esports. So Avengers always having like high base attack, always good. HP lower than attack, lol. You do want her to for timing reasons, you're probably gonna want HP as high as possible. Like you would think lower HP, lower proc in the guts, but you wanna whittle down on your enemy before you start going for like all the stacks, if you know how Ushi works, or Taira. So definitely don't ignore putting on the HP foes. Star weight, star gen, these are normal Avenger values and just slightly higher than normal, but she's still an Avenger. It's a reason why QABs are really good, because Avengers have like bad star gen. So her not being forced to use full quick chains just to have stars, or at least don't do full quick chains all the time, is helpful. And another reason why some servants will get re-reviewed this year, because QABs definitely affect how a lot of servants function. 0.81% MP charge, which is very helpful because she's a quick servant, not an arts. The normal Avenger Berserker value for this, where if they get tickled, they gen so much HP. So if possible, when you know you're about to get hit by multi-hit attacks, have that dodge and you just gen so much of your MP back. Double quick, double arts, Buster. Quick has 4 hits, arts has 2, Buster has 2, 5 hit extra attack. So Ruler Scotty is not that compatible with Ushi. Like, she's still good for it, but just not as much as like Scotty. But most of the time you're not even going to be putting her with supports. She's supposed to be anchoring, and she does that very, very well. Not as good as Herc, but this gets really fun. Like getting the stacks up gets fun real quick. So first skill, you can just like, I'm gonna bring up the Genji. Like, this is one of the highest damage mods you can get on skills. No, it's probably is the highest, because this is plus 200%, meaning 3 times damage against Genjis. If I'm doing the math right, I'll double check this. Taira, Genji. Yes, it is 3 times damage against Genji. I mean, it very much helps that there are no Moon Cancer of Genjis. Otherwise, you couldn't bring her to fight them. But 3 times damage is more than having class advantage. So really, if you are fighting a Genji like in the 90 double plus nodes, Taira can like really clean them up, and it's not even dependent on MP levels. It just helps. But you shouldn't summon her just to be a Genji killer, because it's only these servants. Yes, these two showed up in 90 double plus, and like Kentoki is in a little bit Tengu as a boss, but you should not be super focused on that part of the skill. And even without it, it is still a ridiculously good skill. 100% crit damage for 3 turns, 30% battery, and reduces party's star weight by 100% except her for 3 turns. So countering natural Avenger weakness. Instead of giving her star weight, she reduces everyone else. It works better the higher someone's star weight is, because it doesn't make it so they don't get stars. It cuts their star weight in half. That's how this part works. So like riders, archers, casters, they feel this way more than say a saber or like a berserker or a saber. Like those classes aren't gonna feel it nearly as much as units with higher star weight. So good skill. Even ignoring the Genji, this is still really good. So how this skill works: you get a guts, and it is one of the best guts in the game, hands down. 1 time 3 turns down for 4, or 4 turn cooldown. So as long as you don't get killed, you only have 1 turn that you don't have a guts. Insta kill resistance 100%. Cool when you need it, not a big deal. Here's the thing though here's Taira's whole gimmick. When the guts procs, you get Thirst for Vengeance, and it ups the damage of her MP. When we get to the MP, we'll see how many stacks you actually need. It really isn't as much as you would think. And each stack of this lasts for 10 turns. The battle should be like over long before this procs. Like seriously, like if your Taira is staying alive for like longer than 10 turns, you are either fighting something that is super like not hitting you that hard, or you're playing her so optimally it's not even funny. So I praise this gut so much. Like, I'm not saying it's better than Herc's Bond CE, but the guts by itself, like, I mean, Herc's Bond CE plus his buff skill 3. But this is still like one of the best, and it stacks with other guts. So if you run a gut CE, even better. You can reliably proc this even more. Third skill, 2 hits of evasion, 3 turns. It's gonna get blown away in 1 turn, honestly. 30% attack though, and inflicts curse to all enemies for 3 turns. This is whatever. It really doesn't matter. This is like just something they threw on there. Passive skills: Avenger EX, even more MP gen when she takes damage, but she also debuff resistance by 12%. So that you're gonna want her by herself more than you already are. Oblivion correction at a weaker value, 6%, and she gets 3% MP gauge every turn. I see 30% battery. You might assume I'm saying mana loading. God, no. You are going extra attack for the simple fact that most of the time Ushi should be solo. So buffing QABs as much as you can to possibly refund entirely off the arts card and her MP alone, very important. Like, leveling this up is as important as it is for Herc, Kishi Wong, literally any solo servant, or servant that is like you are clicking all the cards all the time. Damage mod against riders, it's whatever. This, then this. That is the order. All right. The MP, 10 hit quick, one enemy, but removes all of their buffs, not defensive buffs, all of their buffs. Awesome. Deals damage, and then for each stack of Vengeance, up the damage of the MP by 25%, like a normal damage mod. So this goes up to 100%. Plus, yeah. So most of the time, you're gonna have 2 stacks. At most, you get a 4. It really, the damage can really ramp up with Taira. If you're playing her optimally, by the time you get the fourth stack, you should be like close to killing whatever you're fighting. And then it's like curse, more curse. She doesn't really do anything with curse, which, I mean, like, if she had a curse damage mod like Jox does, she would be like really, really, really broken, more than she already is. Like, I'm not saying run Jox as support, but like more damage mod that she couldn't get from anything else, from something like she can do like off the skill. Not a bad way to start. Like, again, I'm not advising using Jox with Taira like at any time, like, but it's something you can do. But you need Jox's Bouncy, which not a lot of people have. Not everyone enjoys that Seaman Demon. And Bouncy, 30% MP damage, and you give yourself a guaranteed guts with 20% HP. Again, if you look at this, stacks with other guts, so you're good with the Bouncy. And because it's a little more flexible, like, it gives her more MP damage, which she very much likes, because her whole gimmick is around the MP. And I mean, the guts at 20% HP, it doesn't really matter, but it is helpful, because if she has dots on herself, like, her regular guts is just gonna give her like enough HP to get killed by the dot. Oh no, 3k. My bad. All right, so 30, it's 20%. 20% of the base HP. That is 2,500, or like close to 2,500. Obviously, this changes based on how high your level Taira is, how many foes you put in. So yeah. Is she worth summoning for? She is kind of like Super Orion in the sense that you don't really need your own, because you can get one off your friends list, and because she's soloing, like, you can just put her at the end. So yeah, like, I think she's really, really fun, and definitely like the big example, like using her at 90 double plus, like down the line. Obviously that's not coming out anytime soon, but down the line, she's useful there. She is, let's bring up the damage. Yeah, obviously she's not going to be here. And I actually brought this up on stream, like, Lobo hits harder, but like, that's buffed MP. Pretty sure it's buffed MP. And like, this number does not take into account the Vengeance. If you even have one, you're going up a lot. Summer Ares though just straight up out damages Taira with way less setup, and like, it really is kind of ridiculous the amount of damage Summer Ares has. But this is on JP. She's not going to be out for another year and a half, so she is like, she's not Jolter, but Jolter doesn't really have damage mods, and she probably isn't, and like, unless she gets burned, but I don't like, Imagine if Jolter actually got burn damage mod, but she can't actually burn. She burns herself, not. I mean, unless it's damage mod while burned. That makes way too much sense. And it's like, okay, yeah, Lasagna, buff Jolter and let her get a damage mod for when she's burned. Lore accurate damage mod. Cap. Okay, yeah, that's Cap. Yeah. So I like Taira. I think she's really, really cool. But don't feel pressured to summon for her if you are saving it for, say, Morrigan, Melusine, Bitch, Oberon. Yeah, this year is just brutal. I think besides summer of year 7 or whatever it is, or the year of summer 7, this year is just like of a higher quality. I think last year had cool servants, but not objectively better, except Summer Ibuki, and yeah, Summer Ibuki just blows a lot of things out of the water. All right. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.